here maybe.
Yeah, yes, yes.
Even here.
Right. It's no problem.
Yeah, very easy.
Connect,
Very
and
easy.
block.
And then block. Very easy.
Right.
This nice wood. What wood? Wood.
Ah,
Come here? No, yeah.
не знаю, не знаю. It's a good wood.
Yeah, very nice wood.
Her name I
Don't know.
не знаю, да. It's a good hard wood.
Okay. We're now going to be discussing the nails and the gun ports and how he manages to get them so perfectly symmetrical.
Yes. Conductor.
Conductor. A conductor, everything.
It's form. Yes, understand?
Yeah, okay, yeah, for different forms. Same.
Yes?
Yeah, 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 of course. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah.
What was the question?
Okay. The question was, when he makes a template, he leaves a bit of a gap above and below. And the reason for that is to allow for different shaped gun ports.
Conductor, да? Port, да? One, да? Yes? Просверлили. After this.
Nail.
Yes? Nail, да?
Hold together.
In this. Второй. Yes?
Another nail, one more nail.
Все, no problem.
No problem.
This deck, no window.
So, no window, here no nails.
Yes, yes.
You do separate.
And, yes, or new conductor.
Or new conductor, yes, this is my question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
new
funny
conductor.
mayo, yeah.
Right.
Or new.
Sure.
Okay.
It's what fixing, да? Two.
Fixing two together.
Pam, pam, да, вот.
This and this together.
Да. Все.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to
No.
explain that for the camera. No movement. Okay. We've just shown a picture a few seconds ago which shows a gun port with a lovely row of 80 or so nails in each gun port. They're all perfectly symmetrical, so I had to ask him how he did it. It's that sort of detail that makes a difference on a model. Now, what he's explained to me is that he starts by making a conductor, which in Russian really just means template. Now, I'll just explain it using a clean piece of paper. Okay, as you'll see on Dr. Michael's model, he's got gun ports that have a beautiful row of nails in them. About 60 or so nails in every gun port, and they're perfectly symmetrical and lined up, and I had to ask him how he did it. He starts by making a template of a gun port in the middle of the ship. So he cuts that out, and he's made this from a metal that you use when you're making electronic equipment. It looks like a thin sheet of copper or something like that, and it's stuck to plastic in the middle. So that's got a perfect shape. Then onto this shape he creates a bit of a lattice. So he does that and quite literally scratches this on with, I believe, some sort of knife or something, but it's all perfect. And each one of these points of intersection will basically be a nail. Now then what he does is, when on all of these lines he marks the intersection of a line with this pricking device and makes a hole in the surface. So essentially, if we're looking at a cross-sectional view, we've got a surface with all these tiny grooves in it. Now the reason is, he now drills through this template with a drill, and the reason for these grooves is it lets a drill go in cleanly. If you were going to use a drill on a clean surface, it would shake about and it would be impossible to get it in the right position. So by pricking the surface first with this, you've got a series of grooves. This is then transferred across to the TBM 220, just any drill press, with a very thin drill piece, and this drill press is, I'll just give that a bit more range of movement. This drill press is then put through, completely through the conductor. and a series of holes is made at each of the points that was pricked that will receive a nail.
Oh, yes.
Basically like that. So each of the points that will receive a nail is drilled through. So what you end up with is a conductor that has a series of holes in it that go all the way through that will represent where the nail goes. He's also cut out the gun port window here with the milling machine according to where it should go. He hasn't drilled the holes through this piece, but he will shortly. Now he gets his wooden gun ports, and he also builds a jig. Now this jig consists of pretty much 5 pieces of wood. The width of the jig has to be fixed, absolutely fixed, and I might have this the wrong way around. I'm playing with pieces of equipment from different models here, so
Yes?
нет.
Нет. Углы сняли мы. Сейчас. One moment. Сейчас I done. It's a good gun.
Okay, he gets his standard template in this hand here with all the holes in it and the gun port window, and then he gets a gun port that he actually wants to drill that already has the window in it. And he puts it into this device, which consists of 2 bits of wood glued down firmly and 2 pieces of wood that are also glued down here with a bit of space from the top to allow different shaped gun ports to fit. He also builds a little piece of wood that goes through the 2 gun ports to hold them absolutely fixed relative to each other. So you can't have any play here, even though I do a bit. I've just made this now. You can't have any play. This device is brought across to this machine, bearing in mind that this is fixed. The machine's turned on and the depth of cut is set. Now what's important to realise is that you don't want to drill all the way through that gun port. If we're looking at a cross-sectional view, and if this is the template and this is the gun port, you only want your drill to come halfway, because we're going to be inserting a nail only halfway. So what you've got to do beforehand is make sure that your drill piece only comes halfway through the second gun port, and you can do that by adjusting the knob here to the correct depth of cut. Okay, so assuming you've done that correctly, so you're not drilling all the way through the gun port, this is brought up, the machine is turned on, and then you lower the machine as it's running through the first hole that you've cut in your metal template, all the way through, all the way down. This will stop, remember, because you've set it to the correct depth and upwards, and you've made your first hole in the gun port lid that'll go through to the wooden gun port. You can then insert a small wire into it to hold that corner fixed, come down and drill a hole in the bottom right hand corner, again put a wire through. So what you're doing is you're reinforcing the join between the template and the wooden gun port, and then you can go through and drill all the remaining holes in that gun port. When you take the device away from the assembly and undo it, you're going to have a series of holes in the gun port.
Variant. One variant, yeah? But variant. It's this no так. One nail.
Yeah.
And прям вот так.
Yeah,
Yes, it's your
Okay.
Вот.
As long as you're holding the two flush to each other relatively, so there's no movement that way, absolutely tight, you won't have a problem. Now, this will cater for holes on square gun ports perfectly, where this is 90 degrees. The problem is you are going to have other shaped gun ports on the ship, depending on whether you're at the bow or the stern. What he does in those cases is he uses the same template, which is a 90 degree template. He gets a series of nails in this area, this will have no nails when it comes out, and then he just manually adds the holes in these sections afterwards, so that even these shaped gun ports receive the correct nails. That's done manually without the template. He also has some gun ports that don't have a window in it. In that instance, you're going to be getting gun port lids that require holes in this area but don't have them, because remember the template in this case has a lid in it, and you won't be getting nails in that area. What you can do in that case is just add them in manually later, or what he does is he often makes a second template to cater for gun ports that do require nails there. And once you've got your series of holes in there, wire, cut.
No,
he doesn't cut.
No. It's a nail. What this?
Nail, not wire.
In ambitieux, да? Not, да? Ambitieux.
Yeah.
In Rivoli, what?
In Rivoli, head.
Yeah.
In his first ship, the nail was flush with a gun port lid. In his next ship that he's currently building, Rivoli is going to have a head. Okay, glue?
No.
No glue.
No
glue.
No.
Easy.
No glue. No.
Ambitieux.
What? This diameter, да? What? This size, да? What?
0.4 millimeters, the head of the nail. Brass nail for ambitieux.
Iron. It's copper.
Copper. So copper nail for ambitieux.
What it's? 0.4 mm.
0.4 millimeter head, very small.
Yes.
Very, very small copper nail.
On real, да? On real ship, да?
On a real ship?
It is 2 centimeters.
2.5 centimeters. Yeah, so 48 is that correct?
In really, да? This shape. Wow. Understand? What?
Yeah.
What is?
Niet circle.
Yes.
Okay, so you're saying on a real ship the nail was actually a square head. Niet. Not a circular head. Okay.
No, it's this size. It's no. It's impossible see.
To see, yeah.
It's not important.
It's not important because it's impossible to see on the model. Dr. Michael, copper nails in ambitieux.
Yes.
Cut.
Yes.
Put in.
Yes.
Cut.
Yes.
Sucharik.
Yes.
Sandpaper. Finish.
Yes.
Finish.
Yes.
All ready.
Yes. Oh, I.
So that's how the nails are done. Copper wire into the holes that you've previously drilled into here from the template, cut them with scissors, use a sandpaper, and it's finished. Bearing in mind the nail must not penetrate all the way through, it only goes to half the depth.
What? Gun port, да? Boxwood, ebony, да? Wow.
Yeah.
Fixing.
More strength.
Да.
What he's explaining is a gun port lid is actually made from boxwood and the outside is ebony. When he inserts the wire nails, they actually partially penetrate the ebony, so they may not go into the half-half thing, maybe not, as long as they go partially into the ebony, which reinforces a join between the boxwood and ebony.
Yes. Oh, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, stop. Yes?
1, 2,
Yes, what is this?
109.
Yes.
Oh, nails.
109 nails in each one.
Yes.
Dr. Michael, keep the camera on.
80, oh, 80 на 109, yes?
Dr. Mishka,
Yes.
when you break or niet?
It's very, very
Careful.
perfectly. Yeah, what? It's Another pattern. It's not good.
Not good.
Not good. It's what it? Yes. Tanga. Tanga. Very, very small. Yes.
Different
What?
head.
Whoa, not. What?
Ah, yeah, no.
Strong.
You need the needle not to waver when it's drilling.
Ah, yes.
You need it to be dead straight.
Yes.
Maybe small needle, better. Small. Very small.
Well, it's
Practice.
practice and more time.
More time.
Yes, it's no.
This for Rivoli or rubbish?
Huh?
This for Rivoli or bin?
Yes, it's for Rivoli.
For Rivoli.
It's the beginning. My work. It's the beginning. Well,
Yeah.
Must
Must come out.
Yes. It's beginning. Well, it's
And-
not finished.
Diameter equal diameter wire.
No.
Copper wire. Copper nail.
Copenhagen. In Rivoli.
In Ambasio.
И нам 0,5, по-моему. 0,5 or 0,6.
Okay, the diameter of the copper nails, this, Dr. Michael, 0.5, 0.6.
Да, я не помню
The
уже.
diameter of copper nail was 0.5 or 0.6 in Ambasio. Very good.
It's not problem. What?
Here. Da?
Yes.
How correct angle? How?
Шаблон.
Shablon. Paper?
Не, wood.
Wood shablon.
Wood шаблон. Paper.
Paper, yeah.
Yes, it's not good.
So first paper,
Oh. Yes.
first paper,
Yeah.
pencil,
Yeah.
draw, scissors,
Yeah.
good. Then take this to wood,
Wood.
cut with this or with
Yes.
jeweler's saw,
Yeah.
correct shape, then wood,
It's correct
wood,
in place.
good,
Yeah, good.
not good,
Yes.
sukharik,
Yes.
Test
yes.
good.
Yes.
good,
After this, new detail, да? Wood шаблон. Finish? Да? Шаблон. New wood detail.
new wood detail, nice grusha,
It's груша.
yeah.
Вот, it's груша. It's bad, да?
Yeah, I
Wow.
can see, yeah. Funny mail. Okay, I've just asked him how he achieves a perfect shape when he has things like ladders or pieces of wood that need to come and perfectly join onto the shape of the hull, taking into account the wales and the curve of the hull. Now, what he's explained he does is he starts by getting a thick piece of cardboard, so I've just got a piece of paper to explain this, a pen and a pair of scissors. He comes across to the model and brings the paper up and marks roughly with a pen the shape that it should achieve. He then cuts that shape out of the paper, leaving him with a rough shape of the hull. Brings that back onto the hull at the correct position, trims it accordingly until it fits pretty much perfectly. He then takes that shape and traces that shape onto a piece of wood. A thin piece of plywood would be best. Traces around that shape with a pen, leaving him with a particular shape here.
Шаблон. Wood.
And cuts it out with a jeweler's saw. When he's done that, he brings this back to the ship, tests it on the side of the hull, sandpapers more off if need be. When it's perfect, he can then use that template to actually make his ladder that's going to fit on the side, or the beam, or whatever he wants to actually put on the side of the ship. So that's how those sorts of shapes are achieved. We're just talking about one method for getting the correct shape on the edge. The other method is to actually make these little templates that fit onto the edge perfectly. This one doesn't, because this template was for his other ship, L'Ambasio. This is Rivoli, so they've got different shapes. Basically, a paddle pop stick. I think he's actually used a piece of wood that he's cut, and the back end of a few rulers, and he's just glued that on, and obviously glued it so that it fits perfectly onto the hull at different locations. Then he can take away this template, which he's sanded as well, each piece, and he's got the perfect form of the side of the hull. So individual pieces of wood cut that way, facing that way, trimmed, stuck onto the back of a paddle pop stick or any other piece of wood, just scrap wood. And here are a couple of different templates. And you can see the back side of the wood and just individual sticks of wood that have been stuck on that follow the wales and the general form of the hull. Bad technology? This best technology?
This best. This more good. More good. It's.
And you can see these templates he's made for the side of the hull, just as I said earlier, piece of stick with different sticks stuck to it that follow the shape of the hull, and this is a piece that matches that curve that's actually going to stick on the side of the hull. So to achieve that shape, he's made the template first and gauged exactly where the wales are and so on, and then this will fit perfectly on the side of the hull.
1 second.
This detail for very old ship, да?
A very old.
Very old ship. Вот. Да? Open, да? And boom, boom. It's
The reason-
protection for board.
The reason they had these pieces on the side of the hull, he's just saying,
Yeah.
was for protection. When the lower boats lowered and
Yes,
they hit, they don't actually damage the hull, and that's why we have a series of them here.
Yeah.
We've also got ladders and things like that come off the side, and again you can see the ladder will follow the form of that template. I've probably got that the wrong way around. I
Oh,
think.
да. This construction, вот, it's
You can see there.
Руслин. It's a Руслин.
Dead eyes.
In русском, Russian, Руслин. Вот.
Ah, Ruslin.
Руслин, да? Thanks. Yes? Must. Yes?
Yep.
Вот. Wow, 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 wow. At the first position.
Yep.
Oh,
Problem. Gun port. Big problem.
No problem. Let's. Oh. No. Да? Вот здесь, да? Good? Good. Так. Последнее.
So нет here.
Нет. Gun
okay.
port.
There's a gun port in the way, so they can't feed the rope through there, so they feed it through.
Is it open gun port, да? Close, open. Yes?
Yeah.
Close, impossible. Zero.
Yeah.
Yes? Вот.
Yeah, Panimeo.
Да, вот. Там one. Да, последнее. Так, yes. In real ship, да? Beta, one potence. It's a one potence. По-русски, one potence.
Okay. One potence. Okay, that's the name of it.
Very good. Да? One potence at this position. But it's really, it's impossible. Да? And up this, да? Yes? Так, где? Так, gun port, так, так, ага, давайте, open, да? Gun port, так, ага, yes? Ага, yes, так, здесь, yes? Yes.
Okay.
Так, ага, вот здесь, yes, but вот,
Yeah.
да? Так, ага, oh, yes, так, во, так, yes, gun ports. It's very important. Вот. More. Ufer block.
Yep. Dead eyes.
Да? Distance. Да? There. Yes? Этот ланта, трос. What is English? Трос.
Yep.
N. Так, N плюс N. Yes?
Yep.
Там D1, yes? D1. Oh, very important. Distance, да? D1. Ха!
Yeah, okay.
Никак, yes? Oh.
Yeah.
Вот this D равен 1/2. Understand, да? Must. It's a really ship, да? Вот. Диаметр юферса, блок 1/2 D must. It's a historical, да, result. Вот, то есть D1 position, это control.
Yeah.
Yes? Вот.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Вот. Так.
That's more for
Здесь
rigging down the track.
Вот. It's our make, да? Yes?
Yeah, нет,
No. Ведь in reality, руслень, да? Руслень. It's a board, да? Вот. Вот this. Not. Вот здесь, да? Вот. Так. Вот здесь вот проходил блок, да? Блок. And planking. Nail, да? Nails. It's in this study. No.
Yeah.
When I must, да? Уже in this study.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. We'll study it more later. Just cut.
26 December,
It's
tape 4.
impossible construction.
Impossible construction. We're now talking about these pylons and how he makes those. This is actually composed of two parts. There's a straight pylon and there's a top circular part that is turned on the lathe, and we're just going to have a look at that now. So it's actually composed of two components. You can trim off any holes you've made or any roughness with that device. That's jig.
That's fine, right?
Okay, we're just making a jig for the cannon carriages, which we're going to shape. You see, it just fits into that housing, and then it will be on there at an angle.
Yeah. It's very good word. Часть. Yes.
Вот так.
Вот так. Yes. Now, fixing on this, please. No, what is?
No, you.
Yes. Oh, Alex, go. Иду.
And here, Dr. Michael.
Yeah, one moment. Да.
So this is going to cut it on an angle.
Oh,
Ah.
good.
Esto or
No.
Это.
Во, this, да?
you're watching the best of the best, mate, construct the ship. Watch and learn, mate. Don't hesitate, we haven't got a lot. For the first one, okay, we've got the cannon carriages in.
closer.
It's very close now.
Right?
Okay, we're going to get the width.
Yeah, good.
Slow. Slow down the speed.
Slow?
Yeah.
Oh, it is slow.
Slow down.
High speed, low speed.
Yes.
It's a bit. Oh, no. Oh.
Я один проход сделаю, скажите, а потом отдам.
Yeah, no good.
Да, ну вот.
No good.
Опа.
Eee, that's screwed up big time. Ah.
Пришла поздороваться.
Это мудро.
Yeah. One moment.
Mm-hmm.
Better fixation.
Another part of this wood must press by the finger.